featuring the best in high school football on Lorain County's best news and sports station, AM 930 WEOL, Elyria, Lorain.
Tim, there's people all over Lorain County with headsets on listening to us.
Fasten your chin strap. You're in for a gridiron clash.
Here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium in Massillon.
The thing to me, this is like the birthplace of football. Canton, Ohio, the NFL and all that kind of stuff, and the Canton Bulldogs. And Paul Brown, just a legendary name in the sport. And, this is where it all started. A lot of this stuff started. This is where Paul Brown got his start. It's just something about playing, walking those sidelines. Dave DeLucas is walking probably in the same tracks that the great PB did, and so many great coaches after him.
I can't imagine as a head coach you haven't dreamt of the opportunity to address your football club in a locker room before a state championship game.
Oh, I'm sure Dave he thought about what he was going to say. I'd love to have been a mouse in the corner and heard it. I know what he said, but they look pretty up right now.
They look pretty pumped as they come out of that locker room. Route play action, rolling right. Here comes the heat. Hangs it down into the right corner. Jump ball, tip ball, intercepted by Kostolnik.
I mean, how many times, Tim, in the last 5 weeks has this kid come up big time with an interception?
Gets a block from Sevillagoy. Schroeder to the 50, to the 45 of Edgewood before he's knocked out of bounds.
Tim, Sevillagoy hooked up with that outside guy, drove him 10 yards down the field. That's pretty devastating block.
Root back to pass. Flings it left side. Complete to James Wright, who got buried at the 20-yard line. Ben Sheard came up and just knocked the shoulder pads off the shoulders of James Wright.
Tim, that was the kibosh. That was it right there.
And the official tried to announce something down there. I'm not sure what it was.
Sounded like...
Tomo, are you going to try to eat that hot dog while we're still on the air, or are you going to at least wait until halftime?
Tim, don't worry about me. I'm in good shape.
All right, just wanted to make sure.
Just don't call on me for about 30 seconds.
Handoff goes to James Wright, left side, no room. Down he goes at the 25, a loss of 2 on the play.
Man, tough defense. Jeez. There's always 2 or 3 guys. It's not one man. That's the old swarming shoreman.
Root back to pass, fires, and now the hook and lateral. And the ball's free at the 5-yard line. It's picked up and out inside the 1 at about the half-inch line.
Oh, man.
Are the shoremen.
I don't know if that play was called, Tim, the old hook and ladder, or if they did it on their own. But, man, was that risky. Ay, ay, ay.
I formation behind Tyler Boer. Boer under center. Boer turns, hands off, Schroeder, right side, touchdown!
2 mistakes the Cougars have made. Interception early, fumble right down here. Cost them a touchdown the first time, gave the Shoremen a touchdown on this one.
The Avon Lake Shoremen have won the state championship. Their remarkable run through the 2003 season has concluded with a state title. But they will hoist that trophy in ceremony shortly here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium in Massillon.
It's a big hunk of gold. Coach, I thought, for 3 quarters you played almost the perfect game. And then you had a couple of mistakes there, but I thought the character of your kids, when things kind of went the wrong way, a couple of plays, they just kind of bulled their neck and say, we're not going to let this slip away.
That's exactly right. We've told our kids, play one play at a time. If you make a mistake, put it in the pass and let's play the next play. And that's exactly what our kids did.
Dave, our hats are off to you. Congratulations. Maybe you can relax just a little bit and enjoy it. Probably tomorrow morning when you wake up at about 6:30. There's no films tomorrow.
I don't think I'll be doing any sleeping. That's for darn sure.
All right, guys, this pretty much brings to a conclusion the 2003 season. And may I say it was a very, very memorable one. Of course, we look back to 2000 always very fondly as we followed Olmsted Falls all the way down to the trail to this very, very same Paul Brown Tiger Stadium where Jim Ryan's team won the state championship. And I'm sure Avon Lake's seniors, who were freshmen that year,
that is correct,
either heard that game or certainly knew all about Olmsted Falls and said, well, we can do the same thing. And sure enough, they turn around a few years later, their senior year, and they run the table 15-0.
What's this say about the Southwest Conference? Pretty good league.
It says they play some pretty good football.
Yes, they do.
It has been a pleasure, my friend.
It certainly has. And, Tim, I always say this at the end of every season. Before you know it, we'll be right back at it again.